And it's John Mattier in a pistol set. And it's a trick play to start. Little shovel back to Mattier, and he lets it rip, and it's caught at the 40-yard line. Trick play, first play of the spring game, and it's a touchdown. John Mattier lets it rip, and Billy Revere scrambles all the way down for a score.
Nothing tells you it's a spring game more like a trick play on the very first play right here. You're trying to influence that defense, get them to move left, right, east, west, maybe get north, south. But good job right there. A little reverse, get it back to your quarterback. Flick of the wrist, wide open. Way to scheme it up against this Crimson defense.
Juvensky Schlenbaker with the handoff to the slot receiver, Josh Meredith, who then hurls it down to the very experienced Billy Revere. Came as a transfer from North Dakota a couple of years ago. Eckhouse now in second and somewhat manageable. Lets it fly down the left side of the field. That's batted down near sideline. And so Zevi Eckhouse tries to air it out deep. You got Jamori Colson at the top of the screen against Kyle Williams. That might be one-on-one, you know, top of the depth chart against top of the depth chart. Here's Mattier with a snap and a give. Nothing doing there, and that is what Coach Smeding loves. So a couple of those starting spots are open here, Bump. This is a big day for those guys.
It's wide open, nothing like competition out there. You got a wide receiver coach that's going to evaluate this film and see who can block and receive that football.
And around now to Kyle Williams. The Crimson squad does a good job to sniff it out, and leading returning tackler Kyle Thornton is there. All right, so 2nd and 12. Fingers crossed everybody else stays healthy the rest of the day here, Bump, as Mattier flicks it to Schlenbaker out of the backfield, and he is gobbled up immediately. And it will set up maybe a fumble situation there on the far side of the field, or just some friendly extracurriculars between the Crimson and Gray squad.
Well, yeah, you know what? He wears a mustache, has a mullet. Who knows what he does?
That's a good point. Here's Wayan Parker, bounces it out to the far side of the field. Can he leg Moku around the corner? Moku shepherds him out of bounds, but Wayan Parker shows his burst, the speed that has made these Cougar coaches ecstatic this spring. Early enrollee freshman.
Oh, you love to see a nice little run outside. You got to seal by your tackle, and the rest is all deuce one, getting loose, stiff arm, trying to create some room, but you cannot complain.
One of the celebrity coaches here for this Crimson and Gray game is this guy. Everybody remembers Gardner Minshew, the 2018 national phenomenon. First team All-Pac for the Alamo Bowl winning Cougs. What an incredible year it was. Gardner Minshew on the Palouse. Calvin Jackson Jr. there, one of his favorite targets. And we'll talk to Gardner Minshew, the mustache, here in just a little bit. A starter this year, in all likelihood, in Las Vegas, Bump. What a year that was in 2018.
My goodness, I've never seen anybody come to the Palouse and own it within months. I mean, it was Minshew mania, and well-deserved, man. He really put us on the map in a way.
Famously, there hadn't been a tight end on the Palouse for a long time. Mathers has been the most productive one since they reinstated the tight end position, if you will.
I love that about reinstating the tight end, because you hear the defense talking. A lot of defenses say we want to be multiple.
Oh, no, we don't yet have Chuba out there quite yet. And so I'm chomping at the bit here, Bob. Start of the second quarter. I'm excited to see the big guy. And the run is a few yards short of a first down. But his arm is good, too. His first touchdown pass was that 27-yarder or so, I think, at Stanford a couple of years ago. And it looked great as the run to the wide side of the field there is gobbled up.
Who knows what it is, but you see similarities in the play calling right there.
This one's bobbled by Freeman for a moment. Let's see the electric speed now. Can Freeman make something out of this? Breaks a couple of arm tackles, still on his cleats, and Moku finally shepherds him out with Ansel Dimbu in pursuit as well. Credit to Dimbu for staying in that play from the interior defensive line spot.
Might be the greatest 2-yard gain of his life right there. Reversing fields, getting upfield. But look, you see the potential in this young man right here. There's not too many guys, I don't care what level that you play, that can reverse fields and still get a game.
Junior college transfer, that's why that play there is why they envision him as a punt returner on this team, and maybe a slot receiver as well. 5'8", 155, sophomore from California. So 3rd and 3 here for Eckhouse. And a design rollout left. Brings it back, sees some green, has the first down, angles and wheels. Has 10 yards, sprints for 20, and he's inside the red zone. Zevi Eckhouse flashes the speed with the cleats, and it's 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Janikowski now who was perfect in this range last year, and he drills it to make it a field goal there for Janikowski. Mattier now, there's a blitz. It's a dump off over the middle, and this is a first down for the Cougs as John Mattier finds Brandon Ganashamurthy, track star for the Cougs, who's now focusing only on football.
Yeah, man, the more you can do, the better. Keep the defense on their toes. I like it.
Quarterback in the ballgame now is Jackson Potter. There's a spin move and a handoff. Off to the races inside the 20 is Juvensky Schlenbaker. A spin move and a sprint inside the 10 for Juvensky Schlenbaker with a big rip.
No tush push.
Potter, Schlenbaker, touchdown. Juvensky Schlenbaker, the big run to get them about 50 yards on the churn, and then the 1-yard plunge to finish it off. And it's 13-3 Gray Squad with a Juvensky Schlenbaker touchdown. Parker's popped in practice all spring. They love him. From Sacramento, 6', 185-pounder. Eckhouse pass left is tipped up into the air and nearly intercepted as Washington State's defense has really shown its stuff. It's starting linebacker Buda Al-Uqta there with the right paw on the football and almost had a pick six.
Yeah, he's responsible for curl to flatten that situation right there. He feels the receiver sliding inside. Watch the eyes of the quarterback.
And Kelly, but Hernandez is a likely candidate to be one of those guys' replacements. Here he's got an opportunity on a deep ball. Hernandez underneath it, touchdown! Carlos Hernandez catches a deep ball of 31 yards from Zevi Eckhouse.
That's how you make up for a phantom hold that was called on you. Inside release on a goal ball, stack the cornerback, and you make a play right there. Zevi knows where he's going the whole time, feels the pressure, stands tall in the pocket. Hernandez doing a great job of releasing inside, stacking, secure the bag, make the catch, stick him outside, get your hands off me with the little clean, pump the football down, secure it. You know you're going to get some contact all the way down to the ground. Great job by Hernandez.
Of course, you got the home game against Texas Tech, like you said. You know, the Red Raiders lost last year in Laramie as Mattier throws on the run. Beautiful ball. Josh Meredith toward the goal line, touchdown. 41-yard hookup on the rollout. Mattier to Meredith.
Love it. Mattier rolling outside the pocket. Give a little pump fake. I don't know if that's an indicator if the play was designed to turn into a wheel and get up the field. Nonetheless, on the same page with his receiver Meredith. Mattier looks like he's QB1 up to this point.
You know, I meant to ask Minshew, Gardner, if he has put together the fact that his first Cougar win in 2018 was against the Jake Dickert coached safeties of Wyoming. So the line is still a little bit of more of a fall ball question to be answered.
Yeah, it was tough about evaluating the line too. It said, oh, as we got
great spin from Wayan Parker. Now he breaks into open green, angles to the left. Wayan Parker electric for a dive touchdown. Wayan Parker 42 yards with a spin move and a sprint lights the ball game up, and it is now a 2-point game with 9:22 to play.
Ooh, I love that. Get in the flat, make a guy miss, spin move, put your right foot in the ground. Now you're going across the field, looking for space, running through that alley, turn the jets on, pick up a block or two. Parker, get money, young man.
That is electric from Wayan Parker, the true freshman this offensive staff loves. One way or another, 2 games. Honestly, if you play those games again, they probably do.
Right.
It's rare you lose all of your close games in that regard. They did beat the Beavers in a close one, but it didn't go their way back end of the year.
Got a lot coming back, and I'm looking at the schedule. It is favorable. I see at least 6 wins on that schedule if these guys develop the way that we think.
Yeah, this is now Eckhouse back to Chris Hudson. Payne has played in real moments, in big moments for the Cougs. And he takes a 4th and 2 snap here and sprints through an arm tackle, has a first down and then some inside the 30 of the Gray Squad. Dylan Payne rumbles his way forward. Eckhouse, the senior transfer from Bryant. Dylan Payne takes the handoff. Great lead blocking by Lechner there. Uses it and then leaps into a tackle at the 10-yard line and dives down to the 7. Snap, little high, well held by Haberer. The kick is good. He drilled it, and the Crimson squad pours out onto the field. And Dean Janikowski wins the ball game for the Crimson squad 22-21 with the height of drama on the Palouse for the 2024 Crimson and Gray spring game. Great fun here at Giesa Field.
As good as it gets. You got Minshew on the sideline. You got Gordon on the sideline to throw in Samoan, and Jack Thompson comes down to a final drive by a senior transfer from Brian and Zevi. He sets him up. We got a little bit of everything, man. The run game looked good. The tight ends got the party started with the big play. Defensively, there were some knockdowns. Only thing we were missing were some sacks, and we don't want that anyway.
Right, not even allowed in the ball game were hits on the quarterback. But you had a competitive ball game.